What's up YouTube? Welcome in for some more modded Balatro. This video will showcase yet another of my multiplayer matches against Zagnor, whose links I will again leave in the description. In this run we decide on the plasma deck on the white stake. As always, if you like what you see here, subscribe and like the video for daily Balatro content. Thank you so much for watching, and enjoy the video. Alright chat, econ tag for $4, that's good value, but I think I'm gonna skip it. I think I'm gonna not do that. Okay, starting off classic focus shock run. If that was gold stake, I wouldn't have gotten it. Timeout Fimbo Jimbo. Bro. Hello, shoddy? Bruh. Emote only? No, y'all don't have to put it to emote only. We need to jamble and distribute points. Mods, can we run a jamble? Like, first shop, this is almost assuredly bad. But this is something where, like, I could feel so bad if I don't pick this up. And then we run into something insane, right? Like, this is something... I'm not expecting Zagnor to pick this up, but this is something where, like, maybe if I don't take it, I can lose a lot of lives. Skip off Seltzer goes kind of hard. But that's also, like, giving us no econ. Like, what's our skip here? Juggle tag? Cringe. Taxes? I mean, we can keep this for right now, but this is also probably not doing much. Emote only is 50-50. Mods, don't put it in emote only. Oh, wait, can none of y'all can choose the outcome of the prediction? You can only start them? Okay. Well, let me do this then. Is this emote only worthy? It's pulsating your name in Morse code. That's okay. That's pretty close. Does hand have a sub? Yeah, they do have a sub. We can't put it in sub only. I'm gonna make it a 1 minute prediction again, just because we are like mid match here. So if you want to jamble your points, like jamble them quickly. Just tried the S'mores McFlurry from McDonald's and it's so bussin'. My girlfriend was talking about that the other day. She was like really excited for it. Ginger syrup, my goat. All in on belief. W chat. Same gambit. Scary face is really cool. Now if Zagnor took Seltzer, we probably just die based on this alone. Not taking overstock is also probably really bad there, but that's okay. If we can leverage some short-term life gain, we can probably knock him out pretty quick on Plasma. But maybe seeing -1 shop slot is, like, pretty bad. We'll see. We'll see. This is probably still the play since we have 2 discards. It absolutely was. Chip it. Why is Jimbo helpy there? It's a modded Joker. There are a couple of exclusives for this mod. Blue Jonkler is pretty cool. Space Jonkler is kind of cool, but we don't really have a hand that we want to play yet, so maybe that's not great. What's our temperance value at? Temperance value is already at 10 bucks. Low-key, let's just skip and save some money. Where's Zagnor at? I keep forgetting I can't see. Unless I'm in, like, the shop screen. All right, Heart's Flush looks the most enticing here. We could have gone for straight as well, but I don't like fishing for 1 card if we go straight, and that's what we would have had to be doing. Can't believe he skips Blimbo. Bro. Zagnor might miscalculate Jokers in the beginning, but the deck fixing is goated. I'm kind of worried that he took the Seltzer, because if he took the Seltzer, then he just takes Scary Face, and, like, we get clowned on, right? At least early on. Judgment's probably the best thing here. Juggler. I mean, that's not bad, but, like, I would have liked to see more. This Tarot Merchant is, like, really powerful when we have Egg. Double the Temperances, double the big dollar signs. We also want to be mindful about skipping. Maybe a little bit less so than normal because we are on Plasma deck, but... Or not skipping, selling and skipping, I guess. Because there's a good chance that he took the other modded Joker, or if he has taxes, then he just gets rewarded for us skipping. So we wanna play around that a little bit. Ready for PvP? I kind of want something more before I go into the PvP blind. I don't think either of these are that great, but maybe flashcard is better. I don't know. I think I'm probably just losing a life here. All right, there are a lot of things that I saw that you could have taken that I didn't, that if you did take, I'd probably just die here. So I'm a little bit worried going into this, I'm not gonna lie.
Well, I probably made some also suboptimal plays, so we'll see who sucked less.
That sounds good. That sounds good. Ship it. Okay. That's like not even that high, dude. Like there's no way that he doesn't beat that. We have straight. Okay, I think we did the same exact thing. That actually makes me really happy. Unless, no, I didn't sell anything, so that's not seltzer numbers, I don't think. That's just straight scary face. We're probably going to be doing, like, close to the exact same thing here. Ooh, maybe not. Okay, that was, like, really high. He probably played 2 flushes instead of a straight, but now I have jack shit. What are my clubs looking like? Where do my face cards lie? My face cards lie in hearts. I only have 1 heart, but I have 2 discards. All right, that's cool. I guess we just play this. We're probably still winning. I mean, we just need to top deck hearts, and it's that simple, right? Wait, am I wilding? Does he have an extra hand? Oh, he took the skip. He took the skip joker. He took the skip joker. He has an extra hand. I didn't even see that, chat. Ooh, yeah, no, we're cooked. I can't win here.
All right, that's what I got so far.
Yeah, I didn't even notice that you had an extra hand here, so I'm just completely cooked. This is not gonna go bueno for me. Unless, chat, straight flush right here.
Yeah, I took a risk. I assume I got this joker that you didn't take, so...
That's one of them that I was worried about.
Yeah, so I took the skip off, and then I skipped 2, and it seems like you didn't take the skip off, so...
Yeah, I did not take the skip off. I was... That's one of the ones that I was worried about. Admittedly, probably there was one more that I was maybe more worried about, but that one's not great for me either.
Yeah, I mean, I lost a couple of shops and some value there because I took the skips, so we'll see if the extra hands pay off in the long run.
True that, true that. All right, best of luck, man. Okay, so that's really scary. We could take Steven here. We haven't pivoted into a specific hand. The problem is scaling jokers in multiplayer, especially when we're down a life, are like maybe not that good. He probably takes Steven here, honestly, because he has the extra hands. So this is like much better for him than it is for me. But he also skipped a lot, which means that maybe his econ is not as stable as ours. Okay, he just sold something. So I'm assuming he took square here. I'm gonna go ahead and not. Okay, so we know he doesn't have taxes, which is good. I don't know how impactful that is. We could take square, Jonkler. One last thing before I go to bed. I think I'm just gonna skip. We could take 2 pair. We could take Celestial Pack. Let's just go next. We need 3 face cards to score here. Let's go for clubs. Beep. That deserves at least a year timeout. Mods, get on it. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Not a year. Maybe like, 10 months. That seems reasonable. He deliberately skipped my yeah, I did. No, I'm not reading that out loud. Hell no. Hydrate, I got you. Gee, I wonder why hand? Dead ass. Pacifist is maybe really nice for us, actually. Times 10 mult when not in PvP. $11 months and 28 days. That, W Ginger. That seems reasonable. Let's maybe take an Arcana pack before we decide. All right, well, I mean, like, what's in the box? Steven makes their return. That's maybe not so good. Four Fingers or Hollow Riffraff? We could do Four Fingers. Four Fingers Steven? Get out of the Juggler, maybe? That's probably bait, though. Like, Four Fingers pretty ass. Maybe it turns on, like, Flush 5 or something in the future. For right now, I think it's just a skip. I think let's maybe just do this for right now. Farm a little bit more money. We're probably going to get smoked. The extra hands are, like, so incredible for us. Okay, he sold something else. Or I said they're incredible for us. They're incredible for him. I think I
is ready to show you what is what.
That scares me. 1 second, please. Chat, this is not good. Ooh, more garbage. Okay. Purple Seal's nice. Hollow Glass. Not terrible, but not exactly good. Ugh. Ugh. Okay. Yeah, I feel like I am only marginally stronger, so I'm probably getting stomped here if I had to take a wild guess, but we'll see.
Oh, well, apparently hand was in that last shop and I was oblivious and passed it up, so there's that.
Oh, wait. Oh, okay. I think I see what you're getting at. Chat, that's not good. That's not good. He wanted the hand. I'm assuming he means Four Fingers. Unless I misheard. That's not good. That's really bad, actually. Okay, that's not a lot of points, but his first hand was deceptive as well. We also have to score the same amount, like more points than him and 50% less hands. And also Pacifist essentially is debuffed. Whenever you're in a PvP blind, so that's maybe not good for us either. I need to do something here. Let's go for this line. Okay, that's something. I could work with this. Yeah, that's not good. We probably die. Especially since we're low on discards. Probably cooked here. I think exactly straight flush saves us, but that's like a 1 in a billion. Not literally, but like y'all catch my drift. Okay. We could do 4 of a kind. That works. Floofers with the follow. Welcome in. What does Pacifist do? Yeah. Vagabond got you there. It's a very speculative play, but I think this is maybe worth it for the long term, just to give us something to look forward to playing. He only has 1 hand left. He's definitely saving like a big swing for last, right? No. Yo, what happened? What?
Goodbye, cruel world.
I thought for sure I was gonna get smoked here. What happened, man?
Mistakes were made.
Yeah, reasonable. That's a fair explanation. Okay, well that makes me much happier. Seed money in the shop. I'm really sad that I didn't buy Overstock, but maybe if he was skipping a bunch, he didn't get it either. That's like my one saving grace here. Sold taxes, or sold 4 taxes. Let's go next. We have 4 cards to a straight with a bunch of face cards. We have a high straight. I'm hesitant to get rid of taxes with Pacifist just because, like, that's allowing us to build up so much money here, and he seems to be pivoting in and out a lot, judging by the fact that taxes continues to increase. We could take To-Do List, or we could rip the Arcana pack to see if we get a Temperance. To-Do List is probably more consistent, but Egg is more explosive, and I did say earlier that you should always be greedy and you will never get punished, so there's a Temperance in here. Smash like. Smash like, I'm just saying. Okay, now we could take both if we really wanted to, with which maybe we can rotate out a Juggler for that. I feel like Juggler, if we get another Jack, though, is like pretty good for turning on our flush 5s. Another Purple Seal is pretty sick. Let's just take Seed Money, go next. Not taking To-Do List here, I think, is like somewhat of a misplay, but we have Tarot Merchant for more temperances in our shops. We have, you know, we're not losing to any blinds because we have Pacifists with taxes that continues to scale. I think we're gonna be fine for the most part. Let's maybe discard for a clubs flush, just because we have so many face cards now in clubs. Perfect. Streamer, why can't you have this luck in normal runs? I do. The difference this is white stake. People, okay, I lose a lot of my gold stake runs, so people are gonna hear me say this and they're immediately gonna say cap. I could win any seed on white stake. Any seed. Like, white stake is infinitely easier than gold stake. I suck at gold stake, and I will openly admit that. I could win any seed on white stake. Like, this is my normal luck. It's just on white stake. I will say I kind of forgot it's white. Yeah. Like, white stake, I don't want to say white is free, but like, white is free. Like, that's just kind of how it is. Money is practically thrown at you in white stake, and especially when jokers have 0 stickers on them, so you can like openly pivot in and out of econ pieces and not have to worry about them getting debuffed after a certain amount of time, or having to stick with them for the rest of the run, or maybe their econ not being as solid because they have a rental sticker. It's just like way easier to accrue dollar bills in white stake, which leads to runs that you just never die. Like, gold stake, you can lose an entire run, or at least I can because I suck. Gold stake, I can lose an entire run based off of getting like 1 or 2 piss poor shops. White stake, you would have to get extraordinarily unlucky to win, to like lose, right? Mods give him the 8-ball only seed. Unironically, I could do that. Unironically, you could do that. I was talking about the temp where you go 11 antes without one, but multiplayer, I feel like you find 30. Okay, that is fair, because I never find temperance on gold stake. Oh wait, I thought I had another blind here. Chat, I might be an idiot. Scratch that. I am definitely an idiot. It's fine. We're chilling. Yeah, no, okay, Aiden, I kinda respect that, though. That is kind of fair, because we did it. Literally have that one run where I went 11 full antes without temperance. So you know what? You kind of reel for that. If I invested some resources into like learning jokerless gold stake, I would probably have a lot more like wins under my belt, because that's pretty much what I do in half of my gold stake runs anyway, is play jokerless.
I think I'm cooked. I definitely got weaker.
I got like maybe like 5% stronger, so you might be cooked if you got weaker, but I think it's still going to be somewhat close. Okay, chat, maybe it's not close. Let's do this. Put him on the ropes for a first hand, and then we can just cycle. Try and unlock flush 5, maybe.
Yeah, I'm just definitely not playing into Plasma Deck Strength right now.
Yeah, that'll get you. That'll get you. Is half the chat right now having coffee? Because I also have caffeine, bro. What? I literally haven't had caffeine in over a year. I'll have it in like small quote-unquote doses. Also, I'm just gonna play this to keep up because he actually is scoring like no, he's not scoring decently actually. Never mind. Forget I said anything. Bro, every single club that I'm missing except for like a handful of them are face cards. Let's just go for this. Okay. Beautiful. Probably doesn't matter, to be fair. I despise coffee. I'm not a big fan of it either, if I'm being honest. I think coffee's mad overrated. I also just don't like caffeine. Just like, I know it's kind of a weird take in the era of like every single person just chugging energy drinks like they're Fortnite Season 1 chug jugs. But I just like kind of fundamentally don't like caffeine. Monster Energy and cocaine is greater than coffee. That's crazy. Schmeckles is weird. He hates everything except 8-Ball Dagger. He just hates everything that's good. And loves everything that's blows. That's just the Schmeckles diff. If he has any tarot cards here, like if he took Tarot Merchant, we're probably cooked. Because maybe he's holding Death as well, and maybe that's like far more significant for him than it is for me right now. What do you mean I hate everything that's good? I guess you did say you liked Campfire. Oh, that is unfortunate.
How did I pull that one out? Damn. Holy cow.
GG's, GG's.
I'm as shocked as you are.
We could telescope here, but it's on flush, which I don't love. I think this is maybe something that we wait to pick up until the end of the ante. Because, like, if we can unlock Flush House here, or not Flush House, but, like, Flush 5, then obviously I don't really want that. But, like, if we can't, then it's kind of just fine to take that, right? Let's do this. Let's do this. And then let's hang him. And maybe if there's a fool in here, we can hang him again. No, but there is a $41 temperance. So I will be taking that. Schmeckles, look at your favorite jokers and say you like good things. Real. Ooh, that's really nice. Maybe we care about that more than the juggler for right now. I mostly just don't want to pass up on that because I feel like Zagnor probably won't, because Zagnor is like a smart cookie and he'll probably see Hanging Chad and go, woohoo, yippee, which you definitely should do when you see Hanging Chad. So maybe we just take that out of principle more so than it like being good. Also, taxes is working out like so much better for us than I thought it would, which is a huge W. Let's do this. And then we can crank both of our purple seals here. We cop another death. That is wild. All right, so we can probably get Flush 5 here. Maybe if I burn a couple of hands, but I'm kind of cool with doing that. And Pacifist scammed me. All right. Telescope, once again, kind of cringe, I feel. Hi, that's why we take the Chad, by the way. Maybe I should have gotten rid of taxes, actually. Taxes, now that we have photo chat, is like kind of pennies on the dollar type shit. But, I don't know, maybe it matters. Take another purple seal. It crowds the deck, but it also provides like deck fixing, so maybe that's pretty good. All right, well, now we have a run. Now I would love a blue seal, if I'm being honest. Because what's going to dictate if this run lives or dies? Holy hell. Okay, maybe the chatters saying that I was having good luck were correct, Mundo. What's probably going to dictate this level, living or dying, is... Wow. He's not going to see this either, because I doubt he pivoted out of this. That might be really good. Because his is most likely not polychrome, if I had to guess. We'll burn the asteroid there. Hope for... There we go. That's what we wanted. I'm gonna skip the telescope. Maybe that's a throw, but like when we don't have a blue seal in deck, I would really like to have a higher chance of getting flush 5 from my celestial packs, right? I think we can definitely skip out on the blocking for deck fixing. That's gonna be very important. Zagnor's playing small blind. Did he like take a piss or something? Or maybe he's just like scared of losing. That could be. Yo, Crowd with the $20 super chat. Zam, dude. Thank you so much for that.
Hopefully I got stronger this time.
I will say that that asteroid that you tossed my way might end up being very relevant. So I'm a little bit saddened by that. I'm not going to lie. I think I'm just a moron, but how do you get Vagabond to trigger? I have Vagabond and Crazy Joker, and it just doesn't trigger. You have to be below $4 for it to trigger. So if you have more than $4, if you're at $5, or you have to be at $4 or below. So if you have $5 or above, Vagabond will not trigger when you're playing hands, but otherwise it should trigger. Otherwise, maybe your consumable slots are full, because it won't give you like extra copies if your consumable slots are full. So that could be something to look for. Otherwise, I don't really know why it would not be functioning as intended. Yeah, man, keep up the grind. I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. All right, let's play this. We essentially just have like one big hand, right? Like the 5 of a kind, or the flush 5 is going to give us like 100k, but then that's it. Like we just blow our entire load in one hand, so to speak. Okay, so we have the all lucky flush 5, but like this is the only thing that we can play. I thought it worked totally differently. Thank you. Yeah, no problem, man. Would love a lucky trigger. Okay. Well, unfortunate. That's okay. My most used Joker is Photo, and I don't know how. I mean, Photo's good.
What are you doing to me? 94k. Holy Moses.
My bad, my bad. My finger slipped. Maybe he's got some childhood trauma or something. That's wild. What is that? Bro, whose channel has that emote? The look at this photograph. SPAV. I don't know that channel. I might be an idiot. That's probably somebody like very prominent. Somebody's gonna like watch this video on YouTube and be like, bro, you don't know SPAV? Freaking idiot. Wait, is that the dude who played in Major League Balatro this weekend? Or earlier this week, whenever that was? Bro's thinking. Bro's cycling. What do you think is the most enjoyable build? It's really hard to turn on, especially because I'm playing multiplayer right now, so I'm playing White Stake. But
Turns out I'm not very good at this game.
That's nonsense. I've seen you stream.
Well, you're managing to find things that I'm not. I mean, I guess this is like, I think I've made some pretty serious like blunders as far as like Joker selection, considering the deck. So there's that.
That's fair. That's fair. It's a lot more punishing in multiplayer as well, because like I took some things that are maybe like really speculative in a regular run, but like I didn't want you to take them and then me to not have them. so I just kind of took them anyway. Usually I would get punished for that if this was like gold stake or even just regular white stake, but in multiplayer that's like a lot more lenient, I would say. Anyway, I play gold stake almost exclusively, so especially then when you're like kind of scraping for money, it's like really hard to turn on. Pause. But straight flush builds are I don't care what anyone says. I have gotten Naninf, and getting Naninf is less dopamine than getting a straight flush build will bring you. Straight flush builds are so much fun if you can get them to work. And a lot of that comes from like how difficult they are to get work. Like I've probably only had like 2 or 3 gold stake straight flush builds, and I have like 360 hours in this game. So they're just like super infrequent. So when you get one going and it's like doing well, it is such an incredible dopamine boost. All my homies hate the plant. True. My favorite build is Lucky Cat. Yeah, Lucky Cat's a great one to build around as well. Lucky Cat's just fun. We don't have any like blue seals or anything in our hand, so we can probably just get away with playing this. Do I have any value that I could have searched for? I think all my value is just purple seals, right? Yeah, no, it doesn't matter. Ooh, okay. Bull is pretty decent with how much money we have. Maybe I just want the Celestial Pack here anyway. Take full house, I guess. It's maybe not so good, but it's okay. Yeah, I could definitely sock my buskin. Has your opinion changed on Baron? I'm assuming you're talking about the short that I made. No, absolutely not. Baron's really fun if you can get it to work, but like Baron without mime, obviously it depends on like how far you are in the run, because if you have a relatively fixed deck, essentially what standalone Baron relies on is deck fixing. Like Baron mime, you can play with no problem whatsoever if you can reliably get 2 or maybe 3 kings in your hand. I don't know why that alert was like evil, but Rex with the follow, welcome in. Baron mime you can play effectively as long as you can hit like maybe 2 or 3 kings. Standalone Baron is you have to hit like essentially a full hand of kings to get standalone Baron to work. Which like that's not to say that you can't get it to work on its own. It's just like very difficult.
All right, I think I got a little bit stronger this round. We'll see if I can put in a better showing.
I mean, it's going to depend on what I draw here, but I might be doing the classic focus shock stunt of losing to a big blind. So we'll see how that works. This might be the last 1v1.
So close. The like 40k,
so
the 40k big blind, I scored like 44k or something like that. Just barely cleared the small blind.
Ooh, chat, do we greed here? I think we definitely greed here, especially since I can do this. I think we definitely greed. That didn't sound good. I don't know why my alerts just like do that sometimes, but it is kind of annoying.
I need to remember to hit record on our next round so that I've got something to put on YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
And I need to win the next round also. Like that's important also.
I mean, that's like a side thing to the YouTube content though. Come on. Also, before I forget, what you got, Schmeckles? Strength is pretty good here. Let's look for a blue seal, would be really nice. The steel's okay, but I don't want to crowd my deck anymore. It's like difficult as it is to find the flush 5. That's points. Don't need a banana. Don't need Zawardo. Go away, banana. Judgment is cringe. Let's take the Hungman. All right, I think I can best you, but it might be a little close. Straights now?
Well, you didn't manage to lose to a blind, so you've got 2 chances to show me who's boss.
That is very true. That is very true. Hang him. Could I put together 2 flush 5s here? I have 1, 2, 3, 4. This isn't a suit that I could do flush 5 with, so I could put together a flush 5 and then a 4 of a kind. I think that's probably enough. I mean, we have sock now, so like the score is incredibly. If we get a lucky trigger here, like molt, okay, we got money. If we would have gotten molt there, it would have just been over. Okay. Ooh. Pretty stinky hand, I'm not gonna lie. Do we have any more 10s that we haven't drawn? No. I've fixed like all of our 10s. Did I turn them into jacks? I don't remember doing that, low-key. I might have dementia. Glass 10 with strength in hand was a take. Yeah, very true, very true. Minor misplay, minor misplay.
Yeah, I'm cooked.
Unfortunate.
Didn't draw what I needed to draw, and it looks like you got a lot stronger.
Yeah, I found something in the last shop that was pretty good. Oh, okay, so we were doing relatively the same thing.
Yeah. Oh, Scary Face. Oh, Scary Face would have been good. Yeah, I started playing like. I took the Hit the Road Jack early on, which I think was a mistake, and then I had what's the other Joker that I had? The Photograph or something. I was basically doing like an end game like plasma build at the beginning of the game, which was like just a huge mistake. And I couldn't find like a good Chips Joker, and I couldn't find any strengths to make more jacks, and so like I just really struggled early in this run.
Yeah, that's fair. I saw the Hit the Road. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a fan of Hit the Road, and especially as a first pick, I did not want that at all. And I think Scary Face was also in that same shop, so I opted for that and ended up carrying it the whole run.